Hi there, it's Elisa with AK Educational Consulting, and I am back with step 5 of our 8 steps to building a trauma-informed school. So if you missed steps 1 through 4, go back on my YouTube channel and you can check out those videos. They do go in a specific order, so you'll want to check those out. But thanks for joining me here today to talk about step 5, which is promoting opportunities for play. And this is something that I feel like is getting a lot more conversation in education these days. The idea of, excuse me, giving our kids a little bit more, for lack of a better word, downtime, and recognizing that they need those breaks and that sometimes play is just as beneficial to them and their learning as the specific instruction that we're giving. So with this step, what I encourage you to do is really just kind of complete an audit, whether it's for your classroom or, you're looking at individual classrooms or grade levels. What is the amount of choice time versus instructional time that's given? Um, and by instructional time, I'm meaning the kids are, in seats, they're listening to instruction, they're taking in information, versus choice time or play being more hands-on, activities more choice-based, right? Or just some of those breaks and downtimes that we're giving, brain breaks, of course, recess and lunch would factor in also. Um, and really using the information that you get from that audit, excuse me, to figure out where your areas for growth are. Even if you take this in baby steps and maybe the word play is frightening you right now because you think, well, they're not learning then if it's a free for all. And that's not exactly what I mean. Play can be giving students choice in their learning. For instance, looking at what are their different learning styles. My oldest child came home last week and told me that they were talking about learning styles at school, and they each took a little, quick assessment to figure out what their learning style was. And then how do we use that information to our benefit and to the benefit of our students? So by play, I don't necessarily mean, they're off in the corner with toys. And maybe in the very primary grades, that is actually what we're talking about. But as we go up the grade levels, that's not exactly what I mean by play. So how can we give them more choice and autonomy in their learning is what I'm getting at. How do we play to their strengths and their learning styles? Do we even know what their learning styles are? That's sort of what we're getting at. The other piece of this is really looking at how much time kids have for brain breaks, for recess, lunch periods, special areas. And I know that it is hard to find time in a day, but is there a way that we can maximize some of those time periods? And I think that this is an area that schools have gotten a little bit better about recently, because we're recognizing that, a 15-minute lunch period is just that's not okay for young kids, for any kids really. And so, really doing an audit of those time periods as well, and just being honest in where you think your school could do a little bit better, where you as a teacher could do a little bit better. This is not, how do we go whole hog and make complete changes to everything we're doing, but how can we take some of those incremental steps and give kids more opportunities for play, more opportunities for choice? Because really, that is supporting the building of so many critical skills in our kids. They're learning through those times conflict resolution skills and leadership skills and turn taking, sharing, social skills, communication skills. So this is really important to their academic achievement also. So I encourage you to kind of take an honest look at your situation, identify some of those areas for growth, and see where you can do better. Thanks for joining me today. I will be back next time with step 6.